In a relationship, it's better to argue than to keep your thoughts to yourself. Just make sure you argue for the better. That way, you address each other's concerns well. Welcome to the channel, and in this video, we'll be discussing a topic that everyone in a relationship or marriage can relate to. How to argue with your partner in a healthy and productive way. We all know arguments are part of every relationship and they are so inevitable, but they don't have to be destructive. Watch this video to the end in order for us to learn how to turn disagreement and into opportunities for growth and understanding. In every relationship, arguments are meant to happen from time to time, whether it's about cleaning schedule or something as simple as what to eat for dinner. Argument allows us to work things out, and it's important how we argue, because argument could lead to a bigger problem if it's a toxic one. But in a healthy relationship, an argument is seen, it's overcome, and people learn new ways to communicate. So the first thing we'll be discussing about is identify what's happening. Before you start any argument or in any argument you find yourself with your partner, identify what's happening. Is it a discussion, argument, or fight? To give meanings to a discussion, two people can want to scratch beneath the surface of a topic to gain some clarity. That is a discussion. Why for argument, two people can struggle with seeing things from the same perspective and still respectfully share their opinion. But when it comes to fight, somebody wants to win. In every fight, however, there's usually anger, and this anger often leads to hurtful words, because two people are coming from a place of not wanting to be heard, not valuing another's point of view, and refusing to let the matter go until they feel like they've won. Knowing which one you are in can help you approach it appropriately. Discussions need patience, my dear. Arguments need careful articulation. And fights need cooling off before anything else. We move to our second point, which is set goals on the front end. Before diving into the thick of it, set goals. Ask yourself, what do you want to achieve from this conversation? We can imagine how many arguments and fights that would have turned into discussion if partners set goals at the front end. That's why before arguing with your partner, you should think about what you want the outcome to be, and let it be more than just them saying I was right and you were wrong, because that's nothing more than your ego talking. Egos care very little about preserving love or manifesting peace. So whatever the argument it is, let your goal be to preserve your love and to manifest peace. Be intentional with timing. We've all heard the saying that timing is everything, because really, who wants to argue first thing in the morning or night, or right when they get off to work? Who wants to argue when they are tired or even not feeling well? Who wants to argue on days when things are super hectic in the house, or when you are totally feeling drained or super occupied? All argument does is trigger you, and when you are triggered, it tends to make it harder to come to any sort of resolve. So in fact, they will only make matter worse. So if your next question is when is the right time to have an argument, the more important point is to be intentional about how you broach the topic in the first place, rather than just flying off the handle or questioning your spouse or berating them with accusation. A far more beneficial approach would be to say, when you get a chance, can we talk about something? And then share a window of when you would like to address the matter. And no, please, don't be in haste. The window shouldn't be within the next 20-30 minutes. You can give it a day or two, or just hold them to whatever time frame they agree to. That gives them time to process and prepare so the discussion can come from a calmer and more respectful space, which is always the most ideal. Our fourth point is watch your body language. Body language plays a huge role in communication, and that's definitely something to keep in mind while arguing with your spouse. Some examples of poor or even triggering body language include eye rolling, feet tapping, crossed arms, turning your body away from your partner while they are talking, or avoiding eye contact, or you are using them to look at your phone. All these things belittle what they are saying, or even translate that you don't really care about their input. And that usually only makes people more frustrated, which can turn the argument into something else entirely. All I'm saying here is when you're arguing with your partner, extend the golden rule of doing to them what you want them to do to you. For starters, do the exact opposite of all the poor body language examples we just shared. The last is hold yourself accountable. Accountability is key. Own up to your mistakes and be willing to apologize. Stop pushing blame. One of the main people who will call you out when you are wrong and challenge you to grow in areas and even help you to develop your weakness is your partner. And if there is one time when accountability often gets caught to the carpet, is during an argument. Stop shying away from that. So if you don't want your partner to do that a lot, hold your own self accountable. Acknowledge where you are wrong. Mention areas where you could stand to improve. Apologize for times when you messed up. I promise you that if partners do this more often, arguments would happen less. And if they happen very much at all, because when people are willing to verbally state where they can stand to be better, that takes their partner off the defense, softens their stance, and makes them want to do the same thing in return. So family, arguing with your partner doesn't have to be a negative experience. By identifying what kind of conversation you are having, setting goals, choosing the right time, being mindful of body language, and holding yourself accountable, you can turn conflict into opportunities for growth and connection. If you found this video helpful, and if you found all these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And let us know in the comments how you handle arguments in your relationship. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.